Namaste. There is one trend about which I really wanted to speak because of a counseling session which happened a few weeks back. This was a mother, a middle-aged lady who has done some of our classes. So she needed a counseling. So I keep doing online counseling these days. So I met her there and we were talking. And she was very much concerned about her daughter who has just turned 18. She said 2 years back, we all faced a problem in the house. The problem was that my daughter crossed her 16th birthday. So for everything she started saying, I am now 16 and very soon I will be 18. So if any decision is taken in the house, you should consult me also. My opinion also should be taken. This demand was coming from her again and again. And she said we were all a little bit intrigued about it because we all looked at her as a child. That is this lady, her husband who was the father of the child, and then the grandparents and the relatives. She said all of us still looked at her as a child only, but she started demanding that respect and she said, I'm already 16, I'm going to be 18, so whatever decision you take, you should ask me also. And we also started thinking about that. And then she said slowly the days moved and she became 18. She celebrated her 18th birthday. She became an adult. Now the girl says, now I am 18, I am an adult, so for everything you have to consult me, you have to give me a lot of freedom, I should be able to do whatever I wish to do. All these demands are coming from her. So the mother said, I am totally confused and that is why I wanted to speak to you, she said. And the confusion was, she says, on the one hand, I am feeling very happy that my daughter is so confident that she has crossed 18 and she has become an adult, so she needs to be given a lot of freedom. She can do many things by herself. All that, when I see her talking like that, she said, I really feel happy. But I also have this fear that this confidence is taking her somewhere else. This freedom is somewhere being misused. That is what is coming to my mind. But as a parent today, it is very difficult to stop children from doing something. And at the same time, you can't be without giving them the freedom, and you can't be without worrying what they're doing with the freedom. So I do not know where I stand, and that is why she said, I thought I'd talk to you. So this is a very crucial question, crucial subject, because in many houses, I have done many counseling sessions like this. I'm seeing parents totally at a loss. They do not know how to handle their growing up child or a grown up child, let's say. A child who has crossed 18 is an adult, no longer a child. And they say, now we really don't know what to do. We can't stop them from doing anything. At the same time, we can't let them do everything that they want. So what do we do? Where do we stand? What is our role? We are not able to understand. And there was one example which this lady told me of whatever had happened maybe a few days before she met me. She said one day what happened is she's got another boy also who is about 3.5 years younger to the daughter. She said that boy was having online classes because COVID, again some children had COVID in their school, so they got back to online classes. This girl is now attending college, so on that day she was at home. So the mother says, on that day I suddenly had to go out for some urgent work. I had made breakfast, everyone finished breakfast. I had also prepared lunch, so that was fine. But in between, she generally gives some fruits or something to eat to the children. She said that was not ready. So while leaving, I just called my daughter. She was at home. She didn't have any class or college or anything. I just told us, you're at home. I'll just go out and come back in 2 hours. There's some urgent work. So why don't you take this watermelon which is there and make juice and give it to your brother and you can also have. Because he's got online class, he doesn't have too much time in between, she said. Now the daughter turns back and says, I will make watermelon juice, but why should I give him? Ask him to make his own juice. I will not give him. I will take it for myself. I'll prepare it for myself. Then the mother said, but he's sitting with his online class. He doesn't have time to come and make the juice. You're free. Why don't you make it for your brother? And the daughter says, no. Why should I make it for him? Now the mother says, afterwards somehow they managed, the boy just took the fruit and ate, or juice was not made or something like that. But the mother says, I'm so confused. Now she says she's an adult. She's crossed 18, she's an adult, yeah. And she says we should respect her as an adult. We should take her opinion as an adult. And she also says as soon as she completed 18, she wanted to get vaccinated, because at that time vaccination was available only for those above 18. So she said she wanted to get it done because she said, only if I'm vaccinated you will allow me to go out. So I want to get vaccinated. We did it for her. And as soon as she crossed 18, she said, I want to take driving lessons. I want to drive. I want to learn to ride a two-wheeler, a four-wheeler. We put her in the class and she started learning driving also. And she's able to drive sometimes. She takes the car. So all this is the freedom that they want, the things that they want to do once they cross 18. And the mother said, we were not against it. We wanted to equip her well. So that was all fine. But at the same time, after she crossed 18, I really thought she would take up some small responsibilities at home. She says, when I asked her to make this watermelon juice for the brother, she refused. And she says on another day, the pressure cooker was on the stove and something was cooking in it. And the mother says, I was doing something else. My hands were, all tied up with something. And the whistle started coming on the cooker. So I told my daughter, she was still sleeping at 8:30 in the morning. I called out to her and said, just go and switch off the stove. But the daughter didn't get up and she said, I can't do it. You were the one who put it there. So who asked you to go and do something else? You go and switch off the cooker or the stove. And the girl didn't get up. So the mother says, I was so pained because now she's an adult. She keeps on reminding us that she's 18. But when she's 18, how come she doesn't realize that if the pressure cooker whistle has come and so many whistles are over and the stove has to be put off, why doesn't she realize that it is her responsibility also? How much time does it take to do it? Why can't she do it when I called out her name? Then, now this is what makes parents feel very bad, and they do not know how to handle the children. Now this video is a message to all the youngsters out there, whether you're a boy or a girl. See, till you come to the 18th birthday, you're looking forward to it. And I know, because I've counseled many people at that age. I've counseled the parents, I've counseled the children also. So whether it's many boys and many girls also. So till you touch 18, you're looking forward to it. Once I cross 18, once my 18th birthday is over, I will learn driving, I will get vaccinated, I will do this, I will do that, I can go out by myself, I can go for a movie, everything. And once you've crossed 18, you get vaccinated, you learn you take your driving lessons or whatever else you like to do. And then you demand that I can now go for a movie with my friends. I can go to my friend's house. I need freedom for all that. You must give me that freedom. So I can go and spend time with my friends in their house, or I can go out anywhere. I can go for a long drive. I can do this, I can do that. See, there is a lot of demand from youngsters as soon as they cross 18 for whatever they really want to do, which is to enjoy their freedom. And there's nothing wrong in it. I stand by you. I support you. You can take your driving licenses. You can take your vaccination. You can be free to go out with your friends. You can go for a movie. You can hang out in the mall. Nothing is wrong. But once you cross 18, you also you are an adult. You also need to understand the responsibility that comes with it. Power comes only with responsibility. Freedom comes only with responsibility. You need to understand that. So once you cross 18, you go for a movie, you go out with your friends, you do everything, you go out for lunch, everything is fine. But you need not wait for someone to tell you to get up from the bed, because you're already 18. You should know when to get up. You need not wait for anybody, whether it's your parents or grandparents or anyone, to tell you, you've gone out and come and said, go and wash your hands, go and wash your face, don't allow the sweat to remain on your face, just go and quickly have a bath. No one has to tell you that, because you're already 18. And when you hang out with your friends, don't wait for your mother or father to call you and ask you to come back home because it's getting very late. Whether you're a boy or a girl, today we keep hearing about so many different incidents, bad ones, which happen everywhere in the world, that parents are scared when they send their children out. And just because you crossed 18, nothing changes for them. For them, you're still their kids and they're worried about you, they're worried sick about you. So when they send you out, whether you're a boy or a girl, they wait for you to come back home safely. So there, you need not wait for somebody to tell you that it is too late and you have to come back early, because you have already crossed 18. And don't wait for someone to tell you to sit and study because your exams are approaching, because you have already crossed 18. So if you think about it, 18 is an age when you stop being a child and you start being an adult. According to you, it brings you a lot of freedom. Yes, we all like to see our children growing up, enjoying their freedom. We are all very happy. But the concern is, along with that freedom, whatever responsibilities come, also you must realize. Because once you're 18, the world looks at you as a grown-up adult. Maybe the parents can't. It takes some time for them to look at you as an adult, to treat you as an adult. But for that, what should you do? You should behave as an adult. So you decide when you get up in the morning. You decide what your personal habits will be, your personal hygiene will be. You decide how you will eat, what you will do, when you will study, when you will go out, how much time you'll spend with your friends, how many movies you will watch, and how much time you'll spend studying, and how many, even in college, it's important that you study and you clear your papers. So how much time are you going to spend for that? All that you should now decide, and do not wait for anybody else to tell you. So if you start living like that, then the parents will also start respecting you as an adult. Anybody else will also start respecting you as an adult. But after reaching 18, if you still have to be told by somebody that it's already time, please get up, it's very late, don't lie down like this, don't be so lazy, do this, do that, then you're still not an adult. Maybe physically you crossed 18 years, but mind has to still grow. So that is where you must understand that crossing your 18th birthday gives you a lot of freedom, gives you the license to do many things, of course, today we know that. But it also brings you into that realm of a person who's known as an adult, where a lot of responsibilities are also there for you, and you need to see to it that you're able to fulfill those responsibilities. So if whether you're a boy or a girl, one day if your parent, your mother is unable to cook, there's nothing wrong if you cook a meal for your mother, because tomorrow in your life there are going to be many days when you will be doing it not only for yourself but for your family at that time. So doing it for your parents is nothing wrong. Supposing you have to clean the house, one day if the maid did not come, whether you're a boy or a girl, you can help your mother to clean the house. There are so many other things. You can shop for groceries, you can do so many things for the house, for the family. I mean, I don't want to give you a long list of things, but think about it. Now that you're an adult, it is your responsibility also to run the house. So whatever your parents are finding difficult to do, you can step in and say, today I'm 18 now, I'm an adult, so I can also do this for you, don't worry. If you start doing that, then your parents will start looking at you as an adult, because now you're on the threshold of life, you are no longer a child, and now is the time when you mold yourself as an adult. So ask yourself, what kind of a person do I want to be? What kind of a man do I want to be? What kind of a woman do I want to be? What kind of a gentleman do I want to be? Or what kind of a lady do I want to be? What are the qualities that I would like to imbibe? When do I get up in the morning? What do I do? What are my personal habits? What is my personal hygiene? And what is my time management? How do I respect others? How do I talk to others? How you speak is very important. Because first thing is, of course, people look at you, but the next thing is how you speak. So mold your everything, mold your activities, mold your personality in such a way that you know what kind of person you're going to be a few years down the line. So that is the time, that is what is most important once you cross 18. It is not about getting the freedom from your parents. It's also about showing them that you're capable of handling yourself as an adult. So I stand with you, I support you, but then you need to prove yourself too. So if you have crossed 18, it's not enough to only tell that to your parents to get your freedom. It's also very important that you prove to your parents that now you have crossed 18, you can look after yourself, and prove it in action, prove it with your words, prove it with your care and kindness that you show to them. That will really make you an adult. So remember that you're not doing it for somebody else, you're doing it for yourself, you're molding your own personality. With that thought in mind, sit down and think about what kind of a person you would like to grow up to be, and that is when you're a true adult.